All right, this is Unit 3, Lesson 12. So we are going to be talking today about increasing and decreasing interval. We should know that the word interval refers to domain. And we'll talk more about that over the course of this lesson, but we're talking about a domain here. So an increasing value is where the y values are going up, as you might imagine, and a decreasing interval is where the y values are going down. What's confusing for kids is that you're looking for where the y values are going up or going down, but when you answer the question, you answer with the x values. You answer with the domain. That's why I said domain. You can almost think of it, I like to think of it as, when is it increasing and when is it decreasing. All right, so let's take a look here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a highlighter to sort of specify this. So where is this function increasing? In other words, if you were to start on the left-hand side and you were to trace this function with your finger, anytime your finger is moving up the graph, the function is increasing, and anytime your finger is moving down the graph, the function is decreasing. So in this case, there's actually two places where this is increasing. It's increasing here all the way to there, and from here to there. That's where it's increasing. So that's where it's increasing. When is it increasing? Well, in order to do that, what we have to do is we have to look at the x-axis. So what I like to do is I like to actually draw a line where it starts and stops, kind of like this. Okay, and then I'm going to look at the x-axis. This starts increasing somewhere way down here. So in other words, it's increasing all along. It keeps increasing, increasing, increasing until I get to here, and it stops right there. Then it starts decreasing. And when it's decreasing, and then it starts increasing again. And when it starts increasing here, and then it goes forever to here. Always left to right. These arrows that I'm drawing, they always point from left to right. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that this is technically increasing from negative infinity to -1, and then it decreases, and then it starts increasing again from 1 to infinity. These are the intervals, not this part, these parts. So how would I write that? I recommend that you use interval notation. So this first one would be negative infinity to -1, and at -1, it's actually not increasing or decreasing. It's switching directions. So technically, this would get a parentheses. And same thing on the other side, 1 to infinity. Now, in most questions, they only ask you to give one interval. You wouldn't have to give both, but there's both, so you can see it. Now, decreasing is the exact same thing. Decreasing is where the function is going down. There it is. I like to do things the same way. I like to draw my line here, and then another one here. And where does this start decreasing to where it finishes decreasing? Right here. And again, this is the interval right here, from -1 to +1. So this decreases from -1 to +1. Again, these are x values, not y values. Notice this goes all the way to 6. You don't see a 6 anywhere in here. This is about the x values. Okay, let's do a second example. This one's a little easier because it just has one change in direction. Let's start with increasing. Increases from here all the way to here, and then it decreases from here forever. Okay, so we only have one line here. It's right here in the middle. It's at 0.5, and it increases up to that point, and then it decreases after that point. So this starts at negative infinity, and this goes off to positive infinity. So my increasing interval would be negative infinity to 0.5, And then my decreasing interval would be 0.5 to infinity. The x-axis is where you find your intervals. Think of it like, when is it increasing? When is it decreasing? If you think of it in that way, usually students tend to do a little bit better on it. That's it.